EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, I'd say it's a study in contrast. Young versus, well, let's say experienced.
And you are on point about that because you definitely don't say old now. That won't gain you any points, but you're right. You've got one guy who's still kind of figuring things out. Still at that point where he's learning more with each game he plays. And then on the other side of the field, you've got a guy who's kind of seen it all at this point. Maybe his body's slowed a little, but the knowledge of the game, still top-notch, and he can win with his mind.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Gets past one man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now this throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run right on the option. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, it's Mann. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
He was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seen what it takes to win at this level.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles are running on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll run on first down. Man. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll try the left side. It's man. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Out of the gun now on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, Bass, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On second down now. It's Bass, and able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Bass. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Bass. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. A nice little juke. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to number 14. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's man. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Man, and he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On second down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's man, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff up the middle. It's man. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for the tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, you might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all total. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about, a chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the option. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the outset, and he was able to get in there and put the hit on him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He's got quick. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with one of the best rivalries in the NFL. Dallas on the road in our nation's capital. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. The Cowboys trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bears looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Vikings trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On third down, Bass. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Here comes Johnson on the return.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And out now, here come the Bengals. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an honest observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on 1st down. Man, they'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's man.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. It's man. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field. Guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Bass. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. And that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security. And none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a give, right side. Man. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
On second down now, it's Bass, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bengals set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Bass. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies X.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man over the middle. This is quick.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bass. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bass. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And the catch made by Johnson.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught at the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD. The Bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bass. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On third down, it's Bass. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.